while they promise them liberty, they themselves are servants of corruption. Now, this is what our brother Peter is referring to in 2 Peter. He's talking about these false prophets and these false teachers that he refers to in the very first verses of chapter 2 of 2 Peter. It says that they make promises, such things as the person who would say, hey, go play the lottery and you'll become rich. And so what happens is that people go and they play the lottery and they spend a lot of money that they really can't afford to spend. They don't ever get rich. But yet, those who would get on the television and advertise and promote these things makes this great appeal that you will become wealthy if you do this. And you can take that and take it all across the landscape. If you do this, or if you do that, then somehow or another you'll be enhanced by that, and life will just be wonderful. But the thing is, it goes even deeper. You think about the person who makes their living by selling narcotics to young people and says, look, this will make you happy. You'll be more fulfilled. And guess what? I'm going to give it to you for free. And of course, we know what happens. Then they become addicted. And then next thing you know, they are pawns in that person's hands who has thought no more than their own financial gain. They line their own pockets, and they don't care about this young person's life that they just destroyed. And we have this picture all across the landscape. The people who push alcohol, you name it. And people's lives are destroyed because of somebody else's greed and self-centeredness. They're only thinking about themselves and their own prosperity, and they don't care. They just don't care. And as Brother Peter tells us, he said, these people will be judged in such a way, and God will take care of them. But what about these people whose lives had been destroyed along the way? Well, as I've made this appeal several times this week on the broadcast, that's where you and I come in. That's where the moms and the dads and the aunts and the uncles and the pastors and the former Sunday school teachers and people who have had influence in that person's life to not give up on them. See, that's what happens many times, is we stop praying for them because we think the situation is so desperate that there is no answer, there is no hope, there is no possibility of change, and we just let them go on into destruction. And I know a lot of times we can't talk to them because they won't listen, but we can pray. And there's nothing that can stop that except our own willingness to just give up on them. This is Pastor Jack King with the Gospel on the Radio broadcast.